Google Earth uses satellites and airplanes to compile images from all around the globe. These aerial shots have captured many of the wonders of the world, and some pretty creepy places too. We've gathered the wackiest, most shocking images that are unexplainable, and we can't take our eyes off of them. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we'll be sharing 10 bizarre images caught on Google Earth that no one can explain. Just wait until you see the pictures of a red lake in Iraq. You'll be absolutely amazed. Face in clay. When looking at all the amazing aerial images on Google Earth, you probably wouldn't expect to see a face staring right back at you. But that's exactly what happened when someone plugged in the coordinates in Alberta, Canada, and stumbled upon this intriguing monument. It is now called the Badlands Guardian, and if you look closely, you can make out the face of a human head. But it's not just any human head. It actually appears to be a Native American man. You can clearly make out the shape of his eyes, his nose, his lips, and his chin. He also appears to be wearing a feathered headdress. The monument is located in a valley full of eroded clay, and many suspect it's a leftover artifact from many years ago. Others believe it's just a coincidence that the clay took on the shape of a human face. So what do you believe? Do you think this could actually be a clay sculpture created by a Native American tribe many years ago? Gobi Desert. You won't believe what Google Earth's satellite images captured in China. The image was spotted in the Gobi Desert, a vast area with many isolated stretches of land. This photo was literally taken out in the middle of nowhere, but as you can see, there's something strange going on. These structures with reflective lines can be seen from space. Another nearby area shows intricately designed circles on the ground and 3 jets parked in the middle of the circle. This piece of land is 70 miles out from the nearest main road, so the structures were definitely constructed out in the middle of nowhere for a reason. These grids and circular areas stretch for miles and miles, and they are less than 100 miles from China's space program. Many believe this area is a top secret location for the Chinese military and potentially an area for nuclear and missile testing. We'll probably never know what really goes on in the middle of the Gobi Desert, but at least we can keep an eye on this area through Google Earth. Wouldn't it be cool if this plot of land had something to do with extraterrestrials and UFOs? Giant crop circles. Crop circles have been one of the Earth's greatest mysteries. Many believe they have been around for centuries, potentially dating way back to the 1600s. They range from simple circles to really fancy and intricate designs. Many crop circles have been proven to be hoaxes, and some people actually create them for a living or just for fun. But there are a few giant ones located around the world that have yet to be explained to this day. This one, which is located in the Netherlands, is one of the most popular sites on Google Earth. No one is sure about where it came from or how it got there, but it truly is a sight to be seen. Many people have created their own theories on how this design was created, and some even think it's related to extraterrestrial activities. Many conspiracy theorists think that only something that's out of this world could create a perfectly geometric pattern just like this. We may never know where this particular crop circle came from or who made it, but it's fun to come up with theories on how it originated. Don't you agree? Where do you think crop circles come from? Area 6. Using Google Earth, you can pull up this amazing and intriguing image of Area 6. This is a secluded secret region in the remote Nevada desert. Located 65 miles from the bright lights of Las Vegas, this area is controlled by the American government. It was initially established as an airbase. Unless you have the correct credentials, you'll never be able to enter Area 6. It's fenced off from miles away, and you're not even allowed to fly a plane or helicopter above it without military clearance. That's why so many of us are intrigued by this location, and it's one of the first places many people plug in when they first use Google Earth. Since this is a classified location protected by the United States government, there isn't much known about what really goes on behind its doors. We know that some nuclear testing has taken place, but that's about it. In the image of Google Earth, you can see a cluster of buildings and a really long runway for military planes to take off and land. Security experts believe this location is the home to a top-secret fleet of drones, but we'll probably never know its true purpose. Giant pentacle. What you see here is one of the creepiest images ever spotted on Google Earth. This pentacle is 1,200 feet wide, and it's located in a remote area of Asia that was formerly a part of the Soviet Union. It's right on the southern shore of a reservoir, and it can be found more than 12 miles from the nearest city and miles away from civilization. Pentacles are usually associated with all things dark, spooky, and evil. It's also a symbol that's commonly used in black magic and the occult. So it really makes us wonder how and why this pentacle ended up on this plot of land. Scientists were even scratching their heads when they first saw this bizarre phenomenon. When the pentacle was first discovered by Google Earth users, they were able to zoom in on the image. Two locations, one called Adam and the other called Lucifer, would pop up on the screen. This really had people convinced that this particular area was linked to some dark and shady activity. After the media had spread the news about the strange pentacle, Google Earth disabled the zoom feature on the image, and magically, the two locations named Adam and Lucifer mysteriously disappeared. What do you think goes on in this remote area in Asia? Don't forget to leave your answer down below in the comments section. UFO landing area? Doesn't this picture look like something that was drawn on a chalkboard? Well, it's actually an image that was pulled from Google Earth. This place exists in real life, but no one's quite sure about what takes place here. We know that it's a military base outside of Norwich, England, and the UK Ministry of Defence has it classified as a motorcycle range. But of course, no one believes this to be true. Without further confirmation from the military on what this area is truly used for, people are left to speculate. On this aerial shot of the piece of land, it looks like a bunch of different lines and squiggles. There's also a couple of rectangles and dashes down the center that look a lot like the lines found on most roads. Some people have suspected that this area could be a collaboration device for out-of-space satellites, and others think it's used as a landing pad for UFOs. We could probably come up with a million theories on what this area is used for. How about you? Do you think these geometric lines and shapes could really be the center of a landing pad for UFOs? Russia's diamond mine. Take a look at this Google Earth image. It may look like a giant sinkhole, or maybe even a huge swimming pool in the middle of the city, but this huge hole has a completely different purpose. It's located in Russia, and it's an open diamond mine that was constructed by the former Soviet leader Joseph Stalin. Dating back to the 1960s, this 4,000-foot-long mine produced 10 million carats worth of diamonds in 1 year. Having a mine that's more than 1,700 feet deep in the middle of the city makes for a beautiful and stunning image on Google Earth. But for those who work in the area, there's nothing beautiful about this site. The open diamond mine is located around restricted airspace. Any helicopter that chooses to ignore the warnings has the potential to get sucked into its spiraling vortex. Winter lasts for up to 10 months a year, and temperatures can get as low as negative 40 degrees Celsius. Operations at the mine stopped in 2001, but they resumed mining at a new area that's underneath the original gaping hole. To get to the location, workers must use a truck to slowly drive down the mine's dangerous spirals. There isn't much known about what really goes on behind its doors. A rock's Red Lake. This looks pretty creepy, don't you think? When playing around on Google Earth, some users spotted this lake back in 2007 that looked completely out of place. It's very noticeable because it sits right next to other lakes that appear to be of a normal color. If you plug in some specific coordinates, Google Earth will bring up this body of water that looks red from the satellite shot. Many people were freaked out because they believed the water was full of blood. But researchers have put that rumor to rest because it would be impossible to dump enough blood to turn the entire lake red. So what gives? Well, other people believe the lake is red due to sewage, a water treatment process, or pollution. Others think increasing levels of salt water have given this lake its bloody red colors. So as you can see, there are so many theories, but just not enough answers. Would you love to see this red lake in person? And if so, what do you think really caused it to get its red color? Man-shaped lake. Using Google Earth, you can view lakes of all shapes, colors, and sizes. Most of them look quite similar. They're all large bodies of water, and some are surrounded by trees and other vegetation. When people set out to use Google Earth for the first time, pulling up the coordinates of a lake usually isn't the first thing on their to-do list. There are so many other amazing sights to be viewed, and lakes aren't as exciting as other locations, like viewing the pyramids of Egypt. But this is one lake that you might want to check out the next time you're using the virtual program. It's located near the Brazilian city of Sao Paulo, but there's something really different about this body body of water. As you can see, it's in the shape of a man, and it's located in a heavily wooded area. Researchers have estimated that this man-shaped lake is about 500 feet long, but that's all that's really known about it. What do you think the story is behind this lake? Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments section. We can't wait to read your reply. Hot spring. How beautiful is this colorful image from Google Earth? The vibrant hues are absolutely breathtaking, but the story behind this picture is even more fascinating. You're looking at a Google Earth capture of the Grand Prismatic Hot Spring of Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. This brightly colored spring of water is over 121 feet deep and 370 feet wide. Hot water from a crack in the earth travels to the surface of the spring and can reach temperatures as high as 189 degrees Fahrenheit. In photos taken on land, you can even see the heat rising from the middle of the body of water. So how does this spring get its beautiful, vibrant yellow color that surrounds it? Well, the yellow color is the result of different species of heat-loving bacteria that live around the outer edge of the spring. But Google Earth satellites can't pick up all of its rings of color. There are actually other shades like orange and burgundy too. If you're not able to see the hot springs in real life, taking a visit to Google Earth is the next best option. You can view this natural wonder of the world from the comforts of your own home. Which of these images from Google Earth shocked you the most? React in the comments section, and please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching.